Jeff.
See, they get the pinches open. I want them down so we can.
Come on, get it
over
over.
here, Shelly. Hurry up, quickly.
Janet.
Put him on the top so we don't...
There we go.
Hey, cover him up, he's all set.
Chris.
Climb down.
Ah, there's one. Okay.
There, look.
Cable show. How about that? They're loving it. They're just loving a good hot bath.
No, they are.
Need to take again. It's all stopped.
What's that humming? Just me?
That's just, that means that it's on, yeah.
Oh, now, oh, I
And
see.
you can
Now
start,
you
now you can start taking pictures again.
can, huh? I'm not gonna take too many pictures, but we'll run it on there, huh?
Yeah.
I'll take it. Well, you walk.
After I saw some of the pictures of me at your birthday party, I don't want any part of the pictures anymore. I look like an old man.
Well,
It's terrible.
When we were over there at H.H. Gray, she showed back on the thing, you know, and all the lines in my
Oh, I look
face.
terrible. Let me tell you.
are you talking in a normal voice now? If you are, we'll see when we run it back how it picks it up.
We may not be able to pick that up though, but we'll wait and see. Because again, those other add-on things that you have are going to help that a lot. Because you can, like, you could be way back there and taking in between, and the folks that are way over here and still picking up the sound.
Keep running. This is the power pack here.
Tape playing right there on the television, and after we get through all this, we can put that in one of these cameras and see it on television, the birthday tape.
Yeah, that's good.
Man.
So that's
Yeah,
you know,
zooming in business.
Marcus got your head in the screen there. Boy, that's neat. See, we'll have to,
here's your card. Thank you. Isn't that sweet? Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Jill. And thank you,
That's it.
Chris.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
boy, isn't that pretty?
It is pretty.
Boy, that is pretty.
There's a good looking gal headed on in the picture.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Not as pretty as you, Grandma.
Oh, it is what's in the
Okay, let me see here.
beach.
What is it? I'll tell you what, that's, look at this.
Looks like a sewing machine.
Isn't that neat?
Oh, I'll
Sure
be
is.
darned.
The green light come on. You're now recording. And the
Does the camera fit on that?
Yeah, it does.
Recharge.
The white thing, yeah, you push the switch on charger, it lights up. And then the copy.
Okay.
Those are neat.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, it is a woodpecker with a brightly colored head and a checkered black and white back with a black tail with a white stripe protruding down the middle, the fight slightly discolored. And there's a cat doing something, 2 cats, and a dead dog. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty.
Like them very much.
Maybe he's right across the hall, and Tina's trying to get him to sleep. And we're gonna have to be considerate, okay? Joe, will you please pick up your clothes, put them in your bag? You're dirty. Are you dirty? Have you
Yeah.
cleaned your pants? There you go.
And I also got a nice little puppy. When you clap his hands, he goes
I'm
in
not
the
even
book.
doing it.
Where's your other sock, Joe?
Why, sure that he did so already. So.
You just spit on the limbs.
Okay,
Good
would
job.
you please fold up your sweater and put it in your bag?
Yeah.
Put these suspenders in your bag.
Turn it on. Is it on?
No,
Huh?
no.
Turn it on.
Hi, Steve. Happy New Year.
Well, so you,
You know, I noticed something with Jill's car, Dan.
Yeah?
Does not have a high, it has a real low ground clearance. And if we can raise the shocks up in it, it should be.
Bring it around, man. Steve, bring that.
You know, they just stay like that. This is the States just going around.
how long status?
Push me, Phil.
Oh, I mean, it's,
Did you run down here?
it's not, it's not, it's not reaction until just, you know, went like 15 to 6 or 3. Now they're losing 4.
Ow, that hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, right back.
Yeah, we got our couch cushions right down.
Oh, better.
What's his shells?
Steve,
Yes,
what'd you get for Christmas?
mine tape,
A what?
mine tape,
Monotape?
and
This is our last week in South Bend, and we're taking movies out of our 1983 Lincoln Town Car of downtown South Bend. Janet is driving as we come by the St. Joe Bank building where I've had my office. On the right is the Century Center. We're now at the corner of Jefferson and 31. Century Center is on the right. From 31, looking down Jefferson. This is a new Marriott. It was on this site when we first came here that there was a large hole in Colfax. Yeah, you can turn left. Turning left on Colfax. And there's the Morris Civic Auditorium, where the Nutcracker was held. On the left, you can see the Loft Restaurant. Panning down is Senior Kelly's, and a look at downtown South Bend again. South, down South Main, you can see the Bell Building ahead. That's the new Teachers Credit Union. On the right is the Courthouse Building. We just passed the Americana Hotel where I lived when I first came here, and Janet and I and all the kids spent a couple of nights when we first came here. I should mention that these are in no particular order, these shots, but random views of some highlights of the city. The next one will be the Tippecanoe Place restaurant. Up on the left is Tippecanoe Place. Inside the car a moment to try to get a better picture of the mansion. Up on another famous landmark. Yes, you may turn left here, Jenny. Famous landmark that the kids will all remember. It's called Hobbyland. It's our understanding that Santa Claus obtained several of his Christmas presents that the elves made at this location. Janet, I'm not crazy. To Madison School. Perhaps the brick street will be familiar to all the kids.
4th, 5th, and 6th? No, 5th and 6th. And Joe K through 3, and Chris half kindergarten.
Okay, now, tell me again.
Jeff in here for 2 years, 5th and 6th grade. Joe in here kindergarten through 3rd, and Chris in here a half a year to kindergarten.
Janet, for that editorial of when the kids went to the school. Okay, we're coming up on the school. On the right-hand side is the YWCA, and the next building is Madison School. All the kids have gone here. Currently, Jill and Chris are attending Madison. Now stop. There's this is the main entrance. This is Leaper Park, next to, just over the edge of the hill. Coming up is the duck pond that the kids will all remember. This is a picture of Memorial Hospital. 31 of Memorial Hospital, and this was where Chris was born. Here's my chauffeur. And puppy dog. Here's a picture of coming from Memorial Hospital down South Main in South Bend, the Valley American Bank. I should note it's starting to spit snow. We hoped it would have a lot more snow because this is our last weekend in South Bend and we've yet to be able to ride the snowmobiles. Headed east on Colfax. On the right is the Marriott. And we're coming up on the river, and we'll cross the river. What river was that, Janet? It seems as though I failed to tell you that it was the St. Joe River here in St. Joe County. And Janet pointed out my failures, as she normally does. Here's a view down to St. Joe. You can see the back of the Century Center, St. Joe Bank building, and the statue, the famous statue that was put up while we were here. On the right is the Wharf Restaurant. We're attempting to get a shot of the East Race kayak. Here we look down the raceway, the kayak raceway. Again, was put in here shortly after we came to South Bend. Not much of a landmark, but they have a lot of monkeys in here that wash the car. One of Janet's favorite places. Up Hill Street to get on 23. We're going north. On the left is the Midwest Athletic Equipment Store. As we turn right onto 23. Still on Highway 23. We almost crashed and burned. You may have noticed Mom was tailgating the car and he put his brakes on and I was nearly slammed into the windshield. The only way I could get Mom to talk is to make her think it's not on, as you noticed, Jeff and Jill and Chris. Okay, coming up here on the left is Irish Park, where the kids all played soccer. Pull right in there.
I'm going to pull right in there.
Some of the other facilities, including some new construction. Recognize this, we are driving through the middle of the Irish Park Soccer Complex. This is probably the first location of any of the kids' soccer. driving on the Juniper Road right now, which takes us into part of the Notre Dame campus. On the right, coming up, is the Athletic and Convocation Center, where we've spent many evenings. The football stadium is on the left. And now we have a picture, that famous picture at the end of the football stadium of Jesus signaling for a touchdown. Mom wanted me to make sure we got that picture. We plan on coming back here, but right now we're on Juniper, headed north at the corner of Juniper and Darden, and on the left we have Clay High School, where Jeff is attending as a freshman. Well, how late are we to get home?
We've got 7 minutes.
To whom it may concern, mainly Jeff, Jill, and Chris, we're headed up Juniper, and Mom is late. We're going about Mach 3. We're now at the corner of Juniper and Auten.
This is going to make it
Headed east on Auten toward home. Mom doesn't want me to take a picture of this, but it has been a major landmark here. As she zooms by, what's been known as the Crazy Man's house, which is all painted. We're now coming up on Auten and Ironwood. We plan on going back and getting pictures of Clay High School and Eggleston and what else, Jim? Cat's got Mom's tongue, as the saying goes. Camera shy, Jenny. She's going like this. We've turned left on Ironwood. We're going north on Ironwood. And then we'll turn right on Adams, which is right here on Adams, and we're coming up on, what's the name of this edition? No, I can't remember. Come on, you could say, you could.
Forest Hills.
Forest Hills edition, yes. Turning left, this is our shortcut into Knollwood. On the left is Doc Hazel's house, and all the other hundreds of brown houses in Forest Hills. Unfortunately, kids, we're going to miss one of the highlights of South Bend because the street is completely dry and Mom will have difficulty turning and sliding, although it still slid a little bit, even on dry pavement. Yes, she did it. Yes, it's turning. Do what? We're now headed up into Knollwood and going up the hill to the right, and you'll be able to see our home in just a moment. On the left, on the right, was where Jerry Faust lived. Here comes the school bus that just delivered some of our kids. That's why we're driving fast, because we're late. You can see our home. It's right there. The golf cart is out there. It's got the for sale sign in it today. There's Jill in the front yard. Jill and Chris, they're wondering where we are. And we're home. That was a picture coming out west on Adams to Ironwood. Jeff's coming home and is undoubtedly on one of those buses. We're now headed north on Hollyhock, which will take us to Eggleston School, which is the first school that Jeff attended in South Bend. This is a short little extension of Adams that we're turning onto. And this is a picture of Eggleston School. What grades did Jeff attend here, Janet?
Second and third.
If you can't hear Janet, he attended second and third grades here. To the right is the playground. House that Janet and I seriously considered buying. It simply wasn't big enough and too much money. Here's the back side of Clay High School as we drive down Hollyhock.
I show it to her and she bites my ear. She does the same thing with my nose.
Should also be familiar to Jeff as we delivered the phone books in this area for the Boy Scouts. Left. We're now coming up on the back side of Clay Middle and also the football field where high school soccer